Yeah, I just wanted to kind of take you through a couple different strategies that we've seen for the two guys that are out front. Um, the track on the right here is Byron, and this is Dave Wainwright. And Dave came in kind of early afternoon yesterday and got stuck in North Ogden by weather. Byron came in a little bit later and ended up staying overnight in Brigham City here. And from here, the two kind of went completely different ways. Dave stuck, this big ridge line here is called the Wasatch Mountain Range, and Dave stuck to the west side of it, which is kind of the Salt Lake, Greater Salt Lake, Ogden metro area. He had some airspace to deal with here. As you can see, this is all a complicated mess. Where it gets dicey is you've got to be right up against the mountain range right here. And you've got to stay below 10,000 feet to stay out of the airspace here. And of course, you have to avoid all the built-up areas and whatnot. And just less options if you were to lose an engine. The benefit is there's a lower elevation launching here. So this valley is about the average 4,200 feet or so. And if you look at the route that Byron took, he crossed over the east side of the Wasatch. And these valleys are 6,000, 6,000, and 5,500 here. So he was, having to deal with a higher elevation launch, which is tough for these guys that are carrying, 30, 40 pounds of gear and gas and flying these small wings that are really fast. But some of the other things, these valleys tend to be protected by this big, ridge that's 10, 11,000 feet average and tends to not get too much nasty weather over on this side. Whereas here in this big valley, things can really ramp up with that kind of desert weather. So just wanted to show the two different techniques. And may as well bring Miro's line into it too, because his is just really awesome. So Miro went the other way altogether, and he avoided the airspace to the west. He was thinking that the lake was much shallower than it was, and he ultimately regretted going this way. But now he doesn't have to deal with any of these built-up areas, so this is all very rural and very safe flying, and he's going to cross over to the south of Utah Lake and go back up here. So his motivation was that he wanted to see this side of the world. Dave's was that he wanted to get there quickly, and this is kind of a safe way up to Price, or the safer way up the Spanish Fork Canyon here. And Byron's was kind of, this is Daniel's Summit, it's a little bit gnarlier, a little higher elevation, and then this is a very remote crossing. So you've got the higher elevation launch here, and then more remote crossing. You've got the, very technical flying in the airspace and whatnot with the easier crossing, and then you have the I didn't really think things through crossing over here.